Hi guys, it's Laura and welcome back to another Sunday Starter. So this is Sunday Starter number 6 and it's another apartment in The Sims 4. This one was inspired by my very faithful viewer Lori, who made some Sims for me to put in the Let's Play The Sims 4 Poverty to Plenty. Because I requested you guys to make some Sims, some friends for Cody and Malcolm, who are now living in San Myshuno, and I also feel like we need, at some point, for Cody to have a love interest. So I wasn't interested in someone else creating some Sims for me to put in my game. And Lori did that. And she created 4 teenage Sims, 2 guys and 2 girls, Susanna, Cassidy, Brian, and Seth. And I got inspired by those guys to renovate an apartment for them. So I did that. And as you see here, I haven't moved them in yet. So right now I'm just changing around the walls and the wallpaper. And I recently made a video that I will be uploading alongside this one, where I talk about apartments in The Sims 4, because it turns out the Sims do not have to pay for build mode items, so they don't have to pay for flooring and walls and everything when they move in. So it's better to make changes to the build side of the apartment before you move your Sims in. Otherwise your Sims have to pay for the walls. If you move them in first, then they pay for the walls out of their household funds. And you don't get that money back when you move out of the apartment. So that's a really bad investment. If your Sims are on a budget, then you should change the build mode side of things before they move in. I will link this video in the description down below so you can hear me talk a little bit more about it. And also in that video, I show you how to upload and download apartments to and from the gallery. So check that out. Okay, so this being a starter home, I started out by putting in everything that we need for the house. So we need a kitchen, we need bathrooms, and I will also put in fairly basic bedrooms. And that's about it in this house. There is a computer, there is a television, and I end up putting in a few skill building items. There's both a piano, a punching bag, an easel, and a guitar. So it's a pretty neat house. Your Sims can, and there's also a bookshelf, so your Sims can learn all the skills that they need to learn. So they have everything they need in this house, and it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, or 2 bathrooms and 1 just a toilet, so a guest bathroom kind of thing. So it's quite ready for you to move in here with 4 roommates, which I think is great. But as for starter homes, it's always fairly basic, fairly simple, so there isn't a lot of decorations in the bedrooms, and also the beds that all the guys are sleeping on is the cheapest bed, and that's very uncomfortable. So if I moved into this house with my Sims, I would fairly quickly save up some money and change the beds, because beds in The Sims 4 are just important. We all know this, right? It's just difficult to have your Sims be productive if they don't have a good bed, and I think that's fairly realistic. We all know that a good night's sleep is super important for productivity and for, feeling like you can take on the world instead of just feeling, at least for me, I sometimes feel totally useless when I haven't had a good night's sleep. So yeah, your Sims need that. Remember to upgrade those beds, guys. In this living room area, I'm gonna use that new coffee table we got with the Sims 4 Laundry Day stuff pack with the yellow sidings. If you watched my build buy overview of the new pack, I noticed quite a few times that we have that yellow color, and I said that I would probably never use that because I'm not really into that color. But I also said that, well, maybe I should challenge myself to use it. So there, I used it for the first time at least, so maybe I'll use it another time, but yeah. And also now I'm gonna put in the painting of Bob pancakes. I used the Laundry Day stuff pack here. And if you guys don't know, the Sim Gurus have this live stream. They call it an idle stream, where the game just runs on its own with Bob and Eliza Pancakes, and they just do whatever and showcase the pack. It started a few packs ago, but they also did it now with the Laundry Day stuff pack, and it was just a little bit of fun. So I was just thinking about Bob Pancakes, and I wanted to put him in here. This guy living in this room is a music lover. It's Seth, so one of the characters that Lori created. So I put in both a stereo and a guitar in his room, and you'll see me, like, one of the girls is creative, so I put in an easel in her room, and the other guy is athletics, so he will get a punching bag in his room. So I sort of put in those skill building items to suit the Sims, and I think that works out fairly well. So yeah, all in all, this apartment is a little bit bland, but I think it's fairly realistic. Like, if you move into a newly renovated apartment, the walls will be white, the floors will be light and beautiful, and if you are 4 teenage, like, almost young adults who move in here, you probably won't be able to afford all sorts of luxury items, so you will have the stuff that you had in your childhood bedroom, and that's probably it, you know? So I think it's a fairly realistic apartment in that sense, but it's nothing fancy. I couldn't afford to furnish it in any crazy fancy way, so yeah, this is what I came up with. I hope you like it, and I hope you still enjoy this series, this Sunday Starter building series. I know it's been a challenge for me, at least. This is number 6, so I still have to do 4 more homes, and yeah, it's challenging, but I knew that, and I'm actually happy with the challenge, because as I have said before, my inspiration really comes when I have some limitations and some, like, box that I need to fit something into. So I really felt inspired by, like, having some Sims that someone else created for me and having to build a home for them. But we're gonna go into the screenshots now, and I'm gonna leave you guys. Thanks for watching, and go check out my video on apartments in The Sims 4. I'll link it in the description. So, bye!